Hi, I'm going to try and put this in words because today I saw one of the biggest shifts I've ever seen in a client during my session of somebody that felt like life is just getting worse and worse and it's getting more and more dread. And so what happened is immediately I saw a visual in my head. I said, I'm seeing it like a radio dial, a volume, and your volume, when you're fully alive and you're excited about life and you feel like you're enjoying the thrill of playing and creating and connecting, all of our favorite things in life. I feel like that's at the volume 10. And I feel like there's something that has happened in your life. Imagine this is the dial that has just turned your dial down slower to the point where it's almost like you're at a 1. And she said, that's exactly it. I feel like I'm at a 1 or even lower, and I'm losing my will to keep going and to enjoy this life. I said, we've got to get to the bottom of this, and we've got to figure out how to shift your direction, because it's taken decades to get it down to here, but we're going to change the shift. We are going to change the direction of that volume button. We're going to start turning your life up again. So the first thing we did was recognize what has been the power, like what has been the force, the energy that's been turning your volume down in life. Why are you feeling more and more dead all the time? I know this sounds so morbid, but this is like a lot of people are going through this. I've got clients every day. My calendar is full of people just wanting emotional and mental health correction and just revitalization, just to feel alive again. And so I just love what it came down to. What was turning her dial down was the whole sense of obligation and human strength that was turning into dread. I have to be responsible, I have to take care of everyone else, and it's just slowly dying. So we turned it around. Once you see what's been causing you to live in a land of suffering, I'm telling you, suffering, pain is inevitable in life. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. And suffering is when you're staying too long in the pain and you're not getting your turnaround. And I'm telling you, you're not watching this by accident, because today is the day where you can turn that turnaround again. So how did she turn that around? And the first thing we did, it said, we're going to start to follow your excitement. What gets you excited? She says, nothing. She says, I don't even know myself. I'm not even connected with myself anymore. I said, that's where we're going to start. Tell me anything that might get you even just a little bit excited. And it turned out to be, it was a little bit exciting to have a green iced tea at Starbucks. That sounds a little bit exciting. I said, perfect. Where do you want to go and have your green iced tea? And she says, I think I want to go to this place all by myself by a river. I said, perfect. Now let's align with the fact that God is very, very real, and he's your best friend, and he wants to hang out with you because you've been doing things in your human strength. And today's the day that we're going to turn that around. And she started to experience the reality of going on a picnic by the river with a green tea, and just one little thing, just something very little, started to turn that volume from being below a 1 over to a 1. I'm starting to feel a little bit alive again. I said, your excitement is your inner compass. Your excitement, anything you can feel excited about, anything that will help you to feel alive or like a kid again, is going to start to just turn that volume up. And you've got to do, if something feels obligation, energized, if it feels like obligation, you got to either figure out whether you're going to keep doing it or not doing it. And then if you're going to keep doing it because you love and you want to keep doing that, turn it into something exciting and think about what you really want in that moment, is that you want to love that person. You don't want to just be obligated to the person. You want to love that person, do this from a place of love. I know it sounds like a lot, but it also sounds like life to you. So follow that inner compass, that excitement, and start to align the fact that you were never meant to do this life alone. And you can imagine being with God anytime, in your car, all the places, going for tea with you at Starbucks. You can start to get aligned. But the best news is that when you follow your excitement, it's your inner compass to do just one thing that's a little bit exciting, and then you can start to change everything. But you would not, I just can't wait to share the affirmations that we came up with that became the fact that fun, excitement, and play is your creativity. There's not some creative some creative people in the world. We're all creative. We were all brought into we all came into this world for expansion and for joy and to grow and to explore and to be curious and to be excited and then curious again and just do this exciting life. And once it starts to be full of dread and obligation, that stops happening. So these are the affirmations that I would love to share with you. And it's this: fun is my power. Actually, I'm just going back. I just have to read this to you. Keeping it light is my superpower. Because from that place, I create effortlessly. And that's what I wanted to tell you. Keeping it light is your superpower. Keep it light today. I'm telling you right to your heart, nothing's wrong, you guys. Nothing's wrong. Keeping it light. Just let go of all the things that are heavy and say, wait, nothing's wrong. I'm going to keep it light. There's something exciting that I can do. And I'm going to think of my best case scenario for tomorrow. And I'm going to tell myself that story. Imagine how life can just start turning that dial to go up in volume when you start to feel alive again. This is your future. Fun is your superpower. Keeping it light. How did I say it? I already forget. Oh my gosh. Keeping it light is my superpower because from that place, I create effortlessly. Yes, that's what you're doing. And you can feel it. It's about to happen. It's turning around. You saw this for a reason.